welcome back to Off the Page with Kira. It's my final night staying at my son's house. It's been so nice. I always joke that his house is like rehab for me because it might be the only place I actually slow down. I work at extremely fast pace, which is my nature, and actually I thrive off of speed. I really do. But for some reason, when I come here, it's like the whole world just kind of stops. And I don't know. It is the one place that I can actually completely detach from work and just be present and rest. His house is like a house of rest. So I told him, okay, twice a year, I come to rehab. All right, this is what we do. But today was super fun. We got up really early and we went and did another escape room because, well, it was just so much fun yesterday. And then we heard there was this huge escape room that it was like escaping the ancient Aztec ruins. And it was 10 stars. It was so much fun. Like literally like the funnest thing ever. And now I am for sure an escape room addict, and that's fine because I think this could be a really fun. Can we call this a hobby? Yeah, this was like a new hobby. I'd like to say that. I don't have very many hobbies. Escape rooms are my hobby. It was so fun though. And then what did we do? We went to lunch with his roommate and came back, rested for a little bit, went to lunch with my childhood friend. Actually, this friend was my neighbor since I was 5, and I haven't seen him in 20 years, and he found me on Facebook, and he reached out, and he lives here in Nashville, and he actually was a huge help for this week at the event because I needed to ship so many things to Nashville for the event with Kate Northrup, and my son, I was just going to ship everything here, but I don't know if you know, but last week, it was like this horrendous ice storm that hit Nashville, and my son had no power for 6 days. 6 days. So we had to go live across town at a friend's house, and so I couldn't ship any of our stuff here, one, because no one would be here, and it was just like a disaster of weather. So this old friend of mine, perfect timing, reached out and was like, hey, how can I support you when you're in Nashville? And I was like, oh my gosh, can I ship everything to your house? And then he drove all the way to my hotel, gave me all of my books that I had shipped to his house, all of these Amazon packages that I shipped for our booth. And I was just so beyond grateful to him. So we met up with him for lunch because I just wanted to say thank you to him for like really supporting me this week. And then we did just grown-up stuff, right? We went and got his car cleaned, and we wanted to find a coat rack for his house. So every time I'm here, I buy something for his house, as a mother does, right? Like one time I got him a couch. One time I got him a coffee table that turned into a kitchen table. One time I got him the best recliner chair of all time that feels like a hug when you sit in it. It's my favorite thing ever. I wish I had one. They don't really need anything now except for a coat rack. So we went to a interesting furniture store, and when we walked in, they had these very magical candles, and they were like 222 and 333 and 444, right? Like all the angel numbers, which has been the theme for my 2 days here. So I don't think, did I say this last night? Yesterday we saw angel numbers 10 times. 10 times. Like on like the valet card they gave us was 222. On multiple buildings in the city, it was 222 as the address. Every time we looked at the clock, it was 333, 444. Like yesterday was angel number. I've never seen that many angel numbers. And then today, again, we saw like at least 4 today, which is just wild. Like I've never seen this many. And we just like kept laughing, like, I guess we're on the right path. We're on the right path. So we get into the store, and I had to get one of these because I love 222, and it just seemed like the right fit. And as we were leaving, I literally glance over, and they have these saint candles that are so stunning and beautiful. And they had a Joan of Arc candle. And I pick it up, And it says, Joan of Arc, the saint for fearless women. And I had never heard that before. And if you don't know, my publishing house is named after Joan of Arc because she is one of my guides who has worked with me. And I had never heard that she was a saint for fearless women. And it went right into my heart. So of course I got this beautiful candle, and it comes with this prayer. And it's this prayer to Joan of like, I see you, Joan. Like, I see that you faced all of this doubt and all of this fear, but you committed to doing everything that God asked of you. And I just, reading these words, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it was like another confirmation of why I named my publishing house after her. It was such a beautiful moment. So that was just, it was wonderful. And then we came back to his house, and then I just rested, which is not really a part of my normal protocol of life. I just rested. It was delightful. I just laid down and I took a nap, and then I just DoorDashed us dinner tonight, and then we watched one of his favorite director's movies. He's a huge movie buff and like loves the real, artistic movies. And one of his favorite directors, David Lynch, he wanted me to watch a movie, but most of his movies I wouldn't be able to handle because I have like real sensitivity to movies like above the PG, sometimes PG-13 level. And so this was rated G. Perfect. It was a Disney movie that he directed, and this movie was so inspiring. It was called The Straight Story, and I don't know, it just really touched my heart. It was such a beautiful movie. And I don't remember the last time I sat and just enjoyed a movie. So today was an official day of rehab for the overworking, high functioning human that I am. Today was a day of rest, and I am so grateful. And tomorrow I fly home in the morning, and I get my kids back from their dads tomorrow night. So what a joy it was to be with my son. How grateful I am to be a mother. How grateful I am to have a day of rest. And I will see you tomorrow.